Okay. So now I want to talk about surrendering to what is versus taking action. Yeah? I have had a lot of questions about it since I started my spiritual journey. Because in the spiritual communities and the spiritual teachings, they talk a lot about surrendering to what is, surrendering to life, yeah? Accept what is. And accepting what is, because you can't fight. If you resist the present moment, it means that whatever you resist persists. This is definitely one of the laws of the universe. Whatever you resist persists. So in the spiritual world, we say if you want to move, if you want to grow spiritually, if you want to, go to your next levels of consciousness, if you want to expand your consciousness, you need to accept what is, accept the present moment, surrender to the present moment, not fight it, yeah? But a lot of people, they make the mistake, and I also got many times very confused. So surrender to the present moment. So if I'm having some difficulties, I should just surrender and accept the difficulties. Somehow, yes, whatever you cannot change, yes, you surrender to the moment, you surrender to that experience. That is a learning experience. Whatever comes to us, we can always learn something from that. So that is like, that's when you're being grateful. Yeah, you're being grateful for whatever it is that has come to you. You're surrendering to it. Yeah, when you are grateful, despite, oh my gosh, the most horrible thing it is, and it can be so painful for our egos, right? To accept a very painful situation. You lost your job, you have a family, you can't provide for your family, and that's so scary, so painful. For our egos, it's like, I'm gonna die. How am I gonna survive another day? It can be very painful if we stay stuck in our minds in that fear, because the act of resisting, it means you are not accepting that situation has happened to you, and you are stuck in your mind in those fears of your ego. Like, I can't provide for myself, how can I get out of the situation? And that fear blinds you to all the possibilities that you can get out of that situation. When we raise our vibration from a level of denial, from a level of, from a state of fear or anger, you're angry at life, you're angry at the situation, it's unfair, you're sad, you're scared. All these are very low levels of vibration, very low levels of energy, and that blocks the creative process to flow through you. So the best way to navigate through this, and the easiest, the fastest way to navigate through this, is to have the awareness that everything is like in life is cyclical. Yeah, nothing is permanent. Things, they come and go all the time. So that shall also pass. So instead of looking at that situation with anger, with fear, with rejection, with all these low levels of vibration, and we are allowed to feel those feelings. I'm not saying we are not. We are allowed to feel all these feelings as well. but you let them go. You're allowed to feel the anger, you're allowed to feel the fear, you're allowed to. It's part of the human nature, it's part of the human condition, yeah, to feel these feelings, because we all have an ego. And the egos experience these levels of energy, and it's okay. But the whole trick is that we tend to get stuck in there. We stay stuck in there. And when we stay stuck in these levels of energy, in this low vibration emotions, we stay stuck there. We are resisting what's happening. You're saying no to life. You are saying no to life. Life, I don't want this. I don't like this. This is bad. Please don't. So what's going to happen? Life is going to keep bringing you and keeping you there, because you are stuck in that fear. You're stuck in that anger. You are stuck in that negative emotion. And that stuckness is not going to allow you to open your heart, to open your mind, to see all the possibilities that could be presented to you if you were in a level of gratitude, if you were in a level of just acceptance of what is. And now is the moment. So when you surrender to what is, when you accept what is, magic happens. Magic happens, because that's the moment when you are open in your heart. You're giving an opening for life to flow through you and bring you all the solutions that you need, all the ideas that you might need to get out of that situation in a very creative way that's unique to you. And this can only happen when we raise our vibration, when we accept, when we are in the level of acceptance of what is. So that means that you are taking action, you're taking inspired action based on what you receive, because now you're open, now you're allowing space for life to bring you the solutions, yeah? So surrendering to life, surrendering doesn't mean that you're not going to do anything. It just means you accept what life is bringing to you. Now, what lessons can I learn from this? You're allowed to feel your pain. If it's a difficult moment, you're allowed to feel the pain. But it's important to shift your mind to try to see, what is the lesson that I'm learning with this difficult situation? What is the lesson behind it? And once you can really see the lesson behind it, sometimes it can take a long time for us to see, but it's important to shift our minds, to put our focus on, there is a lesson there. And if you put your focus there, you will find the lesson. But if you keep on putting your focus on, this is not good, this is terrible, life is unfair, this is gonna be your reality. So it's important to always be aware, especially the very, very difficult moments of our lives, to remember that despite all the bad feelings that you are experiencing, that shall pass, and that you can put your focus on the lesson that you're taking from that. What does life want to show me? What does life want to bring me with it? That will help you raise your energy, and that will make space in your heart, that will make space in your mind for you to receive whatever you have to receive, so you can take inspired action. Yeah? Like, many ideas, they come to our minds out of the blue, right? And we think, oh, I made up that idea. You actually don't know where that idea is coming from. It's coming from, I don't know, it just popped into my mind, you know? And that's because you made space for it. That's because you said, okay, life, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with what's happening right now. I accept it. I see it's painful, but this is gonna bring me to the next level. I'm grateful for this, despite all the pain that I'm experiencing right now. I know and I trust. This is so important, to trust the universe, to trust, to have faith that you were in the right place at the right time. And then once you tap into those levels of gratitude and acceptance, then magic happens, and then you are ready to take inspired action. Yeah. And so there is no surrendering and taking action. They actually work perfectly together. They work perfectly together because it's by surrendering, by accepting life in the present moment, that you open the space in your heart and in your mind to receive from the universe whatever you have to receive, so you can take action, so you can contribute for the planet, for you can contribute for your community, for you, so you can contribute and live your life purpose and do what you're supposed to do as a human being on planet Earth. So I really hope this helped you a little bit, understanding that you can surrender and you can still live your life purpose. You can still take action, that you don't have to be just, oh, I do nothing and accept life as it is, because this is not the point. Okay, and for a long time, my spiritual journey, I just didn't understand what that meant. I really didn't understand what that meant. So yes, speak to you guys soon. Lots of love. Bye.